Hello and welcome back to San Francisco News Now. I'm Tom,
And I'm Katie.
and tonight we'll be bringing fresh new details about the topic you need to know. Well, first up, let's take a look at the current stock market. As we can see here, some of the good news and better news. Business is booming on many fronts. Technology of all kinds seems to be on the rise, as is film, video game, and development. Most forms of media are also on the rise. As expected from last week's analysis, we can see that the shares in the more and antiquated areas have begun to fall. Perhaps this means that we have simply outgrown and evolved beyond the point of such things. For a full in-depth analysis on current stock market situation, please visit www.sanfrannewsnow.com. Now on to Katie for the weather. Katie, how's it looking for us?
Thanks, Tom. Well, it's looking like another normal week here with humidity of 55% and precipitation of 3%. We can expect more of the same. Monday of 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Tuesday is 71 degrees. Wednesday, 73. Thursday, 67. Friday and Saturday, 65. And finally, Sunday with 68 degrees. It's looking pretty good here It's looking pretty good over here, Tom. But it seems like we're coming into a bit of rain soon, actually. Let's hope that those damn floodgates hold this time around.
Oh, Katie, your puns never get old. Who knows? If they do fail again, we might see people in their canoes or their surfboards again for once.
Yes, that would be something to see. Now, Tom, why don't you take us through the current political side of things?
Yes, politics, everyone's favorite subject. Well, today, Joseph Armstrong is still in a heavy lead, leaving his competitors quite a distance behind. His campaign seemed to be reaching the ears of empowered youths and forward thinking folk that want to take him up on his gamble.
And what gamble is that, Tom?
Well, Katie, Mr. Armstrong has some controversy thoughts and theories going around on his campaigns. He promises to take a sizable chunk of the top 1%, including megacorporations and businesses themselves, and give the wealth back to the people. So far, he hasn't backpedaled or gone back on anything, which people have high hopes to see him win. Competitors have claimed similar things in the past, of course, only to go back on their word, leave loopholes in their arguments, or etc., etc. However, Joseph Armstrong seems to have the magical it factor, a zest that really inspires the people. This could be a great moment for our country. With technology leaps and bounds ahead of most other first world nations, can we expect our current campaign leader to pass the finish line? Or will we see a much larger fish, come into play?
Wow, Tom, that sure is a lot of politics. But that's a good thing. To all of you loyal viewers who take time out of your busy lives to update and educate yourselves on the current affairs, vote. Your voice counts, and your opinion matters.
You're looking a little pale there, Katie. Is everything all right?
Everything is wonderful, don't mind me. Now, on to the more grim news. Tom, what's it looking like?
Yes. Breaking news. Well, just recently, this last week, a small string of violent crimes have been reported out on the Sirloin, as it's called, in here in San Fran. It's always been a
Mm.
dangerous neighborhood, but crime rate has spiked just a little bit, and we've had a few. Yes, we've had a few extra people in the obituaries. Might want to start taking that curfew seriously. We found a few bodies. There have been a few murder strings.
I'm. Forgive us, viewers. We are listening to the current situations going on, and it does seem to be quite dire. Um, but yeah, yes. Listening to the curfew will. Listening to the curfew would be a very good idea.
Yeah, indeed. And actually, I'm just getting in now. We have reports about some of the victims. It looks like 30-year-old Dan Perez, and the other victim is currently unidentified at the moment. Thoughts and prayers out to the family with those. Currently, there are no investigative leads going on. However, the police have issued the mandatory curfew as we thought they would. Now everyone is to be indoors by at least 10 o'clock at night, anyone out on the premises will probably be fined a decent finder's fee for the curfew break. So definitely stay in your homes and stay safe.
Yes, I just got a ping, an update. The police are saying that they've. No, that can't be right. Tom, they're saying that they've caught the culprit.
Yeah, apparently a 487 was just put out over on West Avenue, and it looks like they've apprehended a few violent members of the terrorist organization known as the Power Corps, and it seems that one of them had a yes, the facts are coming in. Yeah, it seems like one of them had quite a bit of evidence put against him. It's almost like a oh dear, yeah, they've just stumbled into to one of the braking facilities, and it looks like there's quite a bit of evidence there leading to him. Well, that's good
Oh,
news. At least they got the guy.
well, but Tom, don't you think it's a little bit strange that everything is just coming up daisies, and that we went looking and everything. We thought that it was going to be this one thing, and then it was going to be another thing, but like this doesn't make any sense.
Well, as our friendly newscaster Katie goes over there and takes a little break, continue to update you with the breaking news here. Yes, that has been resolved and caught. May that man find justice in the hard iron hammer of the law. In other news we have here, just to wrap things up before we start getting here, let's see. Yes. There was a minor break-in down at the shipping yards not too long ago. However, the culprits have been caught on that one, and I don't see why anyone would want to break into Shipping Yard 7. There's nothing down there but marijuana, if you know what I mean, everybody. Anyway, we got that breaking story. This just in also. Apparently, according to local scientists, the overall great white shark population out in San Francisco Bay has dropped by about 20% from what it once was. What have you guys been doing out there? There's no fishing this season. Anywho, going back to other updates. Currently, the new tourist trap, Bandon City National Park, has been closed due to some problems with the local wildlife, officials say. There is plans for updating security and reopening the tourist trap later this year. I call it tourist trap because, well, let's face it, people. No one wants to go see all that old stuff except for the tourists. Am I right? We locals, we know what's up. Well, anyway, so yeah, going back to the final story here. Last update. Yes. So just recently, CC Federal Credit Union will reopen their doors later this month. So for all those who are seeking to get back into the market with it going up, this is your chance. And I think that's it. We'll wrap up the news today. Thank you all for joining and watching, and thank you all to you beautiful people who keep watching San Francisco News. I'm Tom. I'll see you all next time. You all have wonderful days, beautiful people. Go out and